Good evening. It's me, Donnie Langdon here. Um, the reason I am doing this broadcast tonight is just to talk to anyone who will listen about leaving behind an unhealthy lifestyle, drug abuse, laziness, dependency on others, um, just living the kind of life where you just feel awful about yourself all the time. Now, 1 month ago, I was head over heels in that lifestyle, and due to the advice of you know Joe Rogan for one, and um, just revisiting things I already knew. I'm here to tell you that I feel a lot better. So I've moved to here to Conroe, Texas, and I have in 1 month quit taking all prescription drugs. That includes my blood pressure medicine. Now, I don't recommend that for everybody, but for a young person like me, whose main problem was prescription narcotics and non-prescription ones, it works for me. I got off those. I was taking Losartan. I was taking Amplopodine. I was taking Lyrica. I was taking Suboxone, uh, Klonopin, and using methamphetamine. I had been doing all those, including more, for 20 years plus. Um, so my journey into now, it's been very rocky. It's been unstable. It's been hopeless. It has been a ride that I would not recommend to anyone. Um, so this my journey though it started actually 5 years ago, basically, in when I went to the Philippines and I met the love of my life, Leslie. There, I've got a beautiful, soon to be 2 year old daughter that I haven't met, but I've held on to them and I've supported them fully. And Leslie has been wonderful. She stood by me, when seemingly, few would. Her and my default mom, basically, Debbie Howard. That's my aunt slash adopted sister. They stood by me. Um, Now that's in Kentucky, where Debbie is, and she basically forced my hand into coming to Texas, and I'm happy she did it. Debbie, God love her, she wanted me away from that place. It's a very small town. It's drug infested, and thank God, for everything that's happened. Now, here in Texas, this is where my real biological dad lives. We didn't get along. Oh, well, I got along with him. I didn't get along with his wife. I didn't argue with her, but I just left there. Went to my half sisters. I didn't like, they've got their own problems, so I didn't stay there. And here I am in a hotel, uh, which that's okay, um, because I'm on a journey to improve my life. And that's what I'm doing. And, when you're right in the middle of doing drugs and doing, things to abuse yourself, you look at the way I'm talking right now as being stupid. This guy is stupid. What is he talking about? But it's not stupid. And so what I've done is, like I said, I quit all those prescription pills, all those narcotics. I was here about 3 days, and the pain and the anguish and just the withdrawal was unbearable. And Joe Rogan, God love his heart, he recommended Kratom. I'd heard him talk about it, and I got it, and I'm going to show you what I've. And I'm not going to sit here and lie and say it doesn't have any, effect. It does, but it's natural, and God, I feel so much better. I quit all those pills. Now my family takes issue with this, but tough. I'm doing what's best for me. And God knows I feel 1,000 times better now. Also, just, because I've had a temper problem. I've had high stress, anxiety, just, going off half cocked. I've also started taking CBD. It helps. It can, but I tell you what's helped the most is I've also started practicing yoga. And in a very steady diet of exercise. The first day I did yoga, it was honestly a life-changing experience. I mean, it totally makes you feel your body in ways that you either never felt or not felt in a long time. And my goal is, before I go back to the Philippines, I want to be 3 things. I want to be healthy, I want to be fit, and I want to be centered as a human being. And that's going to happen. I recommend anyone that has had this history of substance abuse, self-deprecating behavior, if nothing else has worked for you, just take my advice. Try either CBD or Kratom or both to ease yourself off these drugs. And get yourself going with a steady regimen of exercise. It makes you feel so. Hey, a month ago, I looked like a dead man walking. Look back on my Facebook. It's Donnie Langdon. My pic is me and Les, and my babies, my son Aiden and Casey. I looked like a dead man walking. I thought it was over for me. I didn't know where to turn. I had no positive outlook on anything. And still I struggle with anger problems. But the thing is I've learned to walk away, and instead of getting angry, and I've learned to express those feelings in other ways. Now, yoga is excellent. Right now, I've started out with just, when I started with a 20-minute workout, and I'm still on the 20-minute. But also today's I walked around 10 kilometers. I was riding bicycles a lot, but my bicycle is yet to be delivered back to me here. And that'll, so I'll get back into that. But, the bike riding, the walking, the running. When I first came to Texas, I was like, I cried for 2 days just because I knew what I had done to myself, and I was, had questioned whether or not I could snap out of it. Um, and my dad pushed me to go to the park, and I would push myself to run, just not even far. But at that point, if I ran 30 to 50 yards, I was doing good. The withdrawal wasn't getting any better, so I started taking the kratom. Um, I just recently started taking the CBD just because of my anger issues, and before I knew it, I was converting into doing the yoga and doing the bike riding and the running and walking. And I'm here to tell you, I feel already like a new man. There for a few days, I was like, God, what have you done to what have you done to yourself? You've wasted your life. But as I make this journey, I realize I don't think that way anymore. Every day it goes by, I get more positive about the future, and don't really reflect on the past. I'm thankful for my dad, even though I'm mad at him right now. I'm thankful for my sister Debbie, his sister, and my aunt. I'm thankful for my family, Leslie, Aiden, and Casey. And I'm just thankful. And Joe Rogan. I am so thankful to Joe. If Joe were to ever see this, I just want to say thank you. And he probably won't ever, but I just when somebody guides you the way I've listened to Joe and let him guide me, you just want them to know. So if anybody out there ever wants any advice, I'm here. Just email me. It's Don Langdon, DONLANGDON 3269 at gmail.com. You can Facebook me. It's Don Langdon, or give me a call. My number is 276-325-2828. Because I love to help people. That's the one thing that saved me with my wife. When I was being bad, was she knew who I was as a person, and she knew what was holding me back, which was basically drug abuse. So I like to help people, and just contact me if you need anything. So tonight was just a word of encouragement to those who have who are going through what I did and still am. So good luck to you all. And if I can make this conversion, anyone can. Promise. And good night.